Good morning, my friends. Welcome. Good morning. I'm here now, and we've had a rough weekend. It's been a long weekend, a very, very, very long weekend with all these games going on. And we wanted to come here as every morning on Monday, every Monday morning, 8 a.m. We're gonna be with you guys. Well, hello, 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 hello. Good morning, my friends. What we're gonna do today is we had an important weekend with a lot of sports. America Cup going on and the Euro Cup going on. The final matches, both final matches, really classics in the America's Cup. We had Brazil and Argentina, and it was a hell of a game, an incredible, incredible game. And yesterday there was England against Italy, another classic and amazing game. Give me 1 second here. Let me put up this. All right. So we're gonna start this morning about talking about a series that I really enjoyed and that gave me a lot of tips for inspiration. And that's one of the things we're gonna give back to the community. For those of you who don't understand what we're doing here this morning and every single morning on every Monday morning at 8 a.m. we start out with something that inspires us, something that motivates us. This is obviously we're doing this in the midst of this pandemic, even though there are many countries that are now quite open and and totally free from COVID, and they're doing business as usual. There's many countries in Latin America and many states in the U.S. Um, who are still uh, closed completely with this pandemic, even countries in Europe and in many other areas. So one of the things we've been doing for the last 50 weeks, 52 weeks now, we're 1 year from this Motivational Monday now. This is week 52, and 1 year with Secrets from an Insurance Broker, or Secrets from a Broker, which is my TV program, which is every Wednesday. This is 1 year where this week is going to be exactly 365 days of working nonstop. So this is an important day and very important because we want to honor those who are not with us anymore. We have a lot of friends that have had irrecoverable losses and that have lost very close family members and very close family members and a lot of influential people in the community that have passed away with this COVID-19 craziness. So we want to honor them, and we want to honor all of those people who are on the front line, helping out and still helping out, doctors, nurses, every front line who've been helping out in this craziness. And one of the things we're doing this for is all those people who lost their jobs, lost their abilities, lost their families, lost many things with this lockdown, and we want to give inspiration with this program. So it's been a year now, and we'll start with a series called Ted Lasso from Apple TV. Those of you who have Apple TV, go ahead and watch it. The new season is coming over on July 23rd. The new season is coming over on July 23rd, and you will You will thoroughly enjoy it because it's um, it's really about the theme is about it's all around soccer in one of the countries with the best soccer in the world and the best league. They are not champions of Europe, but they are English, the English league, the Premier League, and that takes place in England, and it's quite fantastic the way they set up the series because it's only 7 or 8 chapters, but it's amazing because it has a lot of inspiration. It has a lot of it's a series, but they try to turn it into a inspirational theme and something that you can take then you can take out a lot of wisdom from this series. So right from starters, one of the things that Ted Lasso as a coach was installing in his Premier League football team right around it. He didn't know anything at all about soccer, so he tried to use all his know-how from from American football to a Premier League soccer team. So one of the best things, and it's perfect for every football player, every entrepreneur, every businessman, and every guy who has to develop at a certain level. It's use the culture of using the advantages of, for example, who is the happiest animal in the planet, and he would ask one of the teammates, "Who is the happiest animal on the planet?" And he would say, "Goldfish." And people would say, "Why goldfish?" Because he has the shortest memory. So every time you lose a match, every time you lose someone did something terrible to you, one of the first things that you need to do is forget. And as soon as you forget, you're bringing it over, and you go ahead and you do it again, and you go back again. So you're not stuck with the same feelings, same experiences, same emotions, and same every single time, because that's what keeps you in the past and doesn't allow you to go forward in the future. So we have to start forgetting all those memories from bad things happening in the past and start thinking about the future in a different way, doing different things to get over it. And in a Premier League, which is one of the biggest leagues in the planet and the most important ones in terms of financial resources. Um, this is a fantastic analogy. This is a fantastic metaphor for them to go forward. Bad things, bad vibes, and working in positive to go forward. That's key to understanding. So every big obstacle, every big huge obstacle in life, you can always persevere. You can always not improve it, but you can always surpass it. And then we have we're going to have the capacity, we're going to have the ability to see the opportunity in every obstacle, every hurdle, and by watching the positive. So one of the things that I am really connected with this series is that Lasso is a it's it's a 100% optimist in in every way. He watches the positive, and the negative he forgets quickly. And using that as an analogy in our lives, it is very important. And I try to practice this a lot. When really bad things happen, you ask me later on, and for sure, if it's something misleading, if it's someone who stabbed you in the back, or someone who did something quite terrible to you, one of the best things to do in order to heal is to forget it. And if you forget it consciously, then then you will start looking at the positive thing. One of the best ways to look at it is that every single obstacle, every single hurdle, every single mishap, every every single one of them has something positive, and will create new experiences, and you will be able to see everything from outside, see it from outside, from the top, like from 20,000 feet, like an airplane, and watch your game, watch what you're doing, your business, everything you're doing, your family. You watch it from afar, and if you watch it from afar and see the positive in it, you will find that there's many things that we have to be proud of and we have to be uh, grateful for. And this pandemic brought us to understand that even breathing is um, is key. Breathing, waking up in the morning, having health, you take for granted because you only think about health when you're ill. That's it's crazy, but it's the way it is. And one of the things that helps you out, uh, being grateful for health, is watching it from above. All the things you've done, that you're doing in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, all of those things that you wouldn't be able to do it if you have poor health. And the Ayurvedic culture, the Hindu culture, um, the Hindu culture and the Ayurvedic, they say we are here for a reason, and we are here using energy. So we have to give back the energy. We have to give back to the world. We are always expecting the world to give us, and we gotta switch our mindset in order to fulfill our dreams, in order to fulfill and surpass and go over the hurdles, go over the mishaps, go over those obstacles that we will have because we will have many obstacles in our lifetime. Then the only way to do that is it's by focusing on grateful and being grateful and in giving back to the universe, giving back to our planet. So if you have one of the fantastic, um, uh, how do you say that? One of those fantastic moments in the series was when he says, everyone lost hope, everyone was losing hope, and everyone was losing faith. And he would say, we're losing faith in some people, in someone, in the competitor, in the player, in your employee, in your directors, in whatever. If you lose um, hope, one of the things that Ted Lasso gives us is that he says, if there's some love in his heart, everything can be solved out as a team. So that's a great way of understanding that not everything is lost. We have to go and search for it and find it in their heart. If it's in their heart to improve, in their heart to persevere, if there's some love in their heart, well, working as a team, you can get over any obstacle and get over that. So always always train before going into action, always work up, always warm up before going into action. Your body is a temple. Take care of it, protect it, respect it. And by your body, we mean your brain, your heart, and your health. Sorry. So bring out the positive, call people by their name. That's one of the things he does all the time in the series. Have special gifts for special people. Um, everything that I'm saying, you will see it, Ed, and maybe you will not understand it now, but as soon as you watch the series, you will pull out the pieces together. So waking up early in the morning, same as Mandela. Mandela was used to wake up at 4:30 every day for almost 60 years, and be the first to arrive and the last to go out. If you're developing a program, if you're doing a job, if you're doing a project, if you're building something, if you're in being an entrepreneur and you have a new business that you're going to develop, a new area, a new chapter of the company, a new chapter of your life, or a new product that you're launching or developing, be the first one to arrive and the last one to leave. Building rapport, he is the king of making rapport and building it, building rapport. Um, do many different strategies to get where you want to get. If something doesn't work, try another one. If something doesn't work, try another one, and never give up. That's a hell of a lesson there. That sometimes you feel that it's too complicated, it's too difficult, and for some reason, even having 2 or 3 weeks in a project, 2 or 3 weeks in a program, 2 or 3 weeks with a new idea, and you think you're going somewhere, and for some reason you lose the momentum, you lose the inspiration, and you stop, and all of a sudden you stop. And that's what happens with diet, that's what happens with new projects, that's what happens with startups, that's what happens with entrepreneurs, with businessmen. They tend People tend to expect results in a minute, results really quickly. We are now under a culture, thanks to the new advances of technology. We're now down to a culture where we need immediate reward and uh, um, immediate reward and immediate recompenses, immediate results. People are expecting immediate results in everything they do. When you watch social media, you want to like in a second, in a minute. If you have videos, you post a video, you're expecting it to have 1,000 views in 10 minutes, and because that's the way it's done now. That's the way social media works. That's the way our system work. You want someone, you want to get in contact with someone, and you call him one, two, three, four, five, 6 times, and you won't let time go by and say, you know what, if you call someone 2 or 3 times, maybe he's occupied and he cannot take the phone, and you can wait for half an hour. But we want the response immediately. And so if we don't get it through the phone, then you send a WhatsApp, and it's the same happens. He leaves you with a blue mark, and you think that he's doing it on purpose. But building the empathy in your mind and setting up your rapport and setting up your empathy, you can find out, and you can actually think, oh, he might be in the bathroom, or he might be running, or he could be in gym, he could be in a board meeting, he could be in an executive room. He cannot talk to anyone, but we want immediate response. So one of the things that it's really important now is that this culture of immediate reward and immediate answers um, has to balance. We need to balance that in order to succeed, and find time to do different things, find time to do new experiences, find time to learn a new skill, find time to learn new things, new ways of doing things that sometimes we're afraid of. We are Our fear comes into our mind because we say, no, I can't do that, this is impossible, that's it's I've never done that before, so I'm not going to do it now. I'm 45 years old, I'm 51, I'm 64, 72, I'm 35. Why I'm going to do that now? If what I've been doing, it's fantastic for the last 20 years. So, and you will find out in this series that even the owner of the team would start doing things different, in a different way, and would, even though the odds were against Ted, he managed to surpass every single obstacle that he was put in place. So when you see someone sad, cheer him up. Easy. If you see someone sad, cheer him up, help him out, um, bring up his optimism, bring about a smile, bring about saying something fun, saying something nice, saying something really easy. It doesn't have to be, you know, thoughtful thinking, like, you know, really dense and very difficult. It's just cheer him up with something uh, great, something something easy. When one is sad, every single thing that you can tell him will cheer him up. So try to do it and cheer people up when you see someone sad. Um, and that happens in the organization, that happens in every single business, in every single football team, soccer team, and any sport, and in any business, any ambience of in your home, your family. You cheer people up, because there are good days and there are bad days, and in those moments, a leader has to help out, bring about the best in people. One thing he understands is he tries to find out what motivates your players, what motivates your agents, what motivates your son, your daughter, what motivates people around you. And if you don't know what it is, go to the books, go in YouTube, go into a bibliothèque, if it might be, or a library, what they call it here in the U.S., and find out inspiration in the Greeks, in the Romans, in any culture, in Hinduism, in Buddhism, in Christianism, or Muslim, whatever. Go find inspiration on how leaders motivate other people to do the impossible. And one of the things I recommend is that if you haven't seen the chapters of this Motivational Monday, there's all that information is in our YouTube channel, in my YouTube channel, at GoWanka or at Open Insurances. Go in there, subscribe to the channel, and watch every single episode we've been developing for Motivational Mondays. We have 8 or 9 in English, and we have 43 in Spanish. So if you are a Spanish speaker, this is the place. If you want to find inspiration, you can find inspiration in very different people. For example, we started out this 52 weeks ago. We started out this with Michael Jordan. I saw the series from Michael Jordan, The Last Dance, and I got inspired amazingly by the way they build up that series. And one of the things that Michael Jordan said when we were young, I was 14 years old when he started winning every single championship. One of the things that Michael Jordan says is it's practice. Practice makes perfect. So he would practice every day, throwing 1,000 balls into the basket, and people would tell, well, but you do that perfect. Why you do it? Why do you do it again? He said, you got to go back to basics. So if you want to succeed in this new market, because we have a new market now, and this new market is totally different than what we've been trying to accomplish for many, many years. This is a totally different ballgame now. We have everyone digitalizing, every market, every digital marketer, it's out there. Every big company is investing millions in digital marketing. So we have a new byproduct inside a product and inside a intra-entrepreneurship. So we are now in a very different um, uh, very different ecosystem now in which we're living. So if you want to find motivation, go search for it. We have Mahatma Gandhi's life, Saint Ignatius. We have Nelson Mandela. We have Steve Jobs. We have all of those are right there in the YouTube channel. You can find it there, and you'll find inspiration. I give you keys The 7 keys that made Steve Jobs the genius he was. The 7 keys which made Michael Jordan win 7 rings in the NBA. The same with St. Ignatius, the first entrepreneur building the company Jesus, and how he built that in the 13th century by letters in with a pen and paper. So there's inspiration everywhere. But what you need is to search for it and find it. Um, Bring home, uh, enforce the positive things, rebuild those, reinforce it, bring home to the foreigners, um, give a special gifts to people who have birthday, and change the way things are, and not the same routine. It's a cake and it's blow it up and that's it. You can bring about different things that really matter to those people, and or to the people in your environment. Then patience with the difficult ones. You need to have patience, build up the patience, and build up the humility. One of the things with the patience is that there's always resistance in change. When you want to change something, there's a lot of resistance always, and it's been like that for many, many, many years. And there's been people who develop strategies in how to build and how to change. And normally people would like to see results before changing, and without changing, there would be no results. So what's first, the hen or the egg? And as soon, if you have 10 or 12 people or 13 or 15 people inside the board, inside on board on your game, on board on your ship, then you can start giving results. And if you give results and you start getting results, then others will follow. So patience with the difficult ones, because there's always going to be resistance in change. And in the beginning, or many years ago, we would think that the resistance would come from elder people, but we every single day that goes by now, we find, and I found that resistance can come from anywhere, from very young people, from elders, from 70-year-old, from 80-year-old, from 25-year-olds, also 45 years old, and 50-year-old. I've seen people saying and stating, I can't do that, I will never do that because that's impossible. And it's a 45-year-old. So you will find that there's a lot of people resisting change, and change has come over us. And it did, and it came with this pandemic. And now we've been around with all this unreasonable change that it's we can't do anything about it. So so if you want to surpass, if you want to survive, if you want to go forward, if you want to move move in a certain way. Sorry about this. I'm just changing a little bit the stance. Um, you gotta be open minded. So you gotta be open minded, um, and be patient with all of those that are in the team that won't change. And patience, that's all it takes. It takes patience. It takes patience. Sorry about this. Okay, now we got it here. It takes patience. It takes courage. It takes humility. It takes hard work. And anytime you're doing a new business, anytime you're doing a new venture, a new department, a new area in the company, a new area in your organization, something good you're going to do even in your family, some new skill that you're going to develop for everyone, you need to have patience, and you need to have humility. Go back to basics, back to the beginnings. Search for ideas everywhere. The ideas can come from anywhere, from any interaction you might have, and the most unexpected people can give you ideas, and use them and acknowledge them. And if they've come from below, if they come from people who are below you, recognize those ideas publicly. That's the best gift you can give to a guy who's been working for you for 15 years, and all of a sudden he gives you an idea, and and um, and you recognize that. Don't be that asshole that takes out ideas and start thinking that it's themselves that did it. So give the credit. It's very important. Same as we give credit for songs, for quotes in Instagram, in every single platform. And something that is really important is it's give and acknowledge those quotes, acknowledge those ideas to the ones that give them to you. Um, Partners, spouses, from your employees, from your teammates, from your people in your organization can be key to what you want to accomplish. Um, Books. You got to read different types of books. Some people say, well, Ted would say, would give books depending on the ability you want to understand, the ability you want to develop. He would give a different book to every different player depending upon what he was going through. So he would use Greek mythology for certain ones that are egocentric, and others could give inspiration from Mark Twain, or different types of inspiration for depending upon every single one of them. It's not a black and white. It's not easy as one, two, three. It's not a yes or no question. It's a question. When it comes to inspiration, it's not a yes or no question. When it comes to inspiration, it's not a multiple choice. When it comes to inspiration, it is hard and it's difficult. And the only way to do it is search for it, and search for um, the right people to get inspired. So um, interview young people, interview and inspire young people. Sometimes, uh, Robert, how are you? My good friend from France. Good morning, my friend from Bordeaux. No, this is not a joke, my friend. I'm here, trying to inspire people through this pandemic. And sometimes I give jokes. Sometimes I say a few jokes around, but this series called Ted Lasso really gives out a lot of tips and ideas for people to get inspired, to wake up in the middle of this pandemic, and start realizing that they have to be grateful, and they have to um, uh, they have to overcome this pandemic through hard work, through uh, different types of inspiration and motivation. So he would, as we've said a lot of times, we've said that if you establish a goal, and you accomplish the goal, then you celebrate these small victories, celebrate the big victories, celebrate and party. Even if you lose, you're a winner, because even if you lose, you're learning from the experience. So um, he would enjoy the ride. Sometimes it's gonna be tough. Sometimes you're gonna have hard hits, and but give people the joy to enjoy even when losses come in, and coincidences, social work. Um, Win your team, win your people that work for you. Try to bring them uh, to a certain level that they can that they can play as a team. Um, Feels good to laugh, as Robert is saying. Feels really good to laugh all the time, telling jokes. This unsurpassed optimism will come with joy, and By joy, we mean you have to make fun of yourself. If you can make fun of yourself, then you can accomplish anything. And sharing feelings, it's really important. Sharing feelings with the team, vulnerability, sharing with the whole team, doing different sessions that can impact them, and and um, and if you are with the right person, then even the worst times feels easy. If you are with the right person, even the worst times feels easy. That's a great quote that it's right there in the middle of the CDs. And for those of you who are just arriving, we're talking about Ted Lasso, which is a series from Apple TV. And all we're doing is every single Monday we do motivation here, we do inspiration, and we give you quotes, we give you things that others have done to inspire themselves and to motivate others to to be the best version of themselves. One of the things we do here is we want you to be the best version of yourself, and we give the inspiration, the tips, every single thing you can do uh, in order to to surpass the competition, to gain your market, to win whatever you want to win, to be number one. If you want to be number one, to uh, be the best version of yourself. And that's what we've been doing for the last 52 weeks, um, with different examples, different role models like Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan, all of those, uh, Winston Churchill. We've done Arturo Uslar Pietri, for those of you who are Venezuelans and follow me. We've done Simon Rodriguez, Simon Bolivar. We've done we have done a lot. We have done a lot of people. And what else? That Lasso. What else would he give to cheer people? He would be in the minds of everyone all the time by giving different messages, saying good morning on the floor, so again, bringing up hope from the team players and the directors and the board. Um, if you bring about messages, if you put up a goal, he would have a message put up in place everywhere. Same as we do here in Open Insurance, and I've been saying that for many years now. If you wanna accomplish a goal, you have to put it in your wall, put it in your paper, put it in your screensaver, in your telephone. You put it everywhere, and you put your goal down there. One of the goals he was trying to accomplish with the people was believe that they could do it, and um, and um, and by doing that, doing those, putting positive messages in your bed, in your bathroom, in the kitchen. You put that goal there and you watch it every single day and you repeat that 2 or 3 times a day, 2 or 3 times of believing it, giving thanks, being grateful that you already accomplished it. And by doing that, you will get to the goal. You will hit your quota. You will hit that number one area that you want to do in whatever market you're playing. Um, he would, as he would have no knowledge of the soccer game, and he wanted to do things differently. One of the strategies he used was creating chaos and confusion in um, in the game. So that's risky, but it's always really good. And for those of you who play different games, for those of you who are in the market, creating chaos and confusion can be interesting because people will talk about you. People will, and the best marketing is the one that leaves people behind, speaking about what you're saying, speaking about what you just did. So, creating utter chaos and confusion in order to um, succeed against the competition could be a really good strategy. So he used it in one of the games, depending upon what he was doing, playing different games, inventing new things, finding strategies to. Um, another way of finding inspiration. Doing things differently. Any way that exists that you can do business different. Practice it, prove it in the market. Go to the marketplace and prove that. Don't expend thousands and thousands of dollars in something new that you don't know it's going to work, but you can actually spend. Right now, you can spend a little or no money to launch a new product online and see if it rolls, see if it goes away, see if it works, and if it works, then you invest the money. Um, One of the things in Richmond Football Club, which was the club he was directing, he would say, "It's the hope that kills you." There are paradigms in every culture, in Christianism, in Judaism, in um, the Muslim culture, in the Hinduism, in different cultures, in different countries, in different religions, in different cultures, in different governments, in different areas, in different families. There's a lot of paradigms, and paradigms are meant to be broken. So it's the hope that kills you. It's one of those crazy things that British teams or British clubs, or at least this club called Richmond, it would create a paradigm. It's the hope that kills you, and I'm a true optimistic as well, same as Ted Lasso. That's why I think I have a lot of coincidences with him, and I cannot be uh, in more disagreement to this statement, because I think that every word matters and the power of the word is immense. So if you rely on the power of the word, and if you read my book called Secrets from an Insurance Broker, or Secrets from a Broker in English, you can find it in Amazon. If you read the book, one of the things I say in the model number 8 or model number 7, I don't remember exactly, was the power of the word. If you use words like this, and you establish that in the mind of the collective people, the mind of the collective people will overcome whatever it is you're doing and will kill you. Eventually, it will kill you. So you got to break out that paradigm. You got to break out which helps kill you, and you change that for a new thing, which is hope. There's always hope, and and um, and believe in miracles. So he changed it's hope that kills you in believe in miracles. Being ignorant and curious um, cannot stop you to thrive. Some people say if you're an ignorant, you won't have success, and that it's not. That's so far from the truth. He was a complete ignorant in the soccer game, and even being ignorant, but he was curious. So he was that can't stop you to thrive. So you can be a success by being kind, by being graceful, and by being thoughtful. And you could have success solely by being gracious, by being kind, and by thinking a lot. In the end, if you think blindly that things are going to solve themselves, that things in the end are going to solve for the good, and if you think everything is going to work out right, it is going to work out right, exactly as we suppose. And and um, and it's not exactly as you would say, never ever give up, just do it, as Nike was used to have as a slogan, just do it, and never ever give up. um, and in sports we apply that methodology, that we can preclude that to businesses, and that lasso way of thinking, that the lasso way, you can apply it to your personal life and you can thrive. So um, this is more or less what we learned in this series. I'm inviting you to watch it and give me your comments. Send me your comments right there. And if you already watch it and you like what we're giving away here in content in this um, in these lives in my Instagram, please go ahead, click it. Send this if you have someone that's lost a family member, a really close one, and needs inspiration, needs motivation, needs something different to hear about and to listen to. Send this message to them. Send this message to these people. Send them these live videos. Every motivational Monday has something particular inside it, so, something special in it. It's a lot of wisdom from the best role models in the world, and we are searching for more and more every time because we're going to continue doing it for a long period of time. We'll do it in Spanish and in English. We're being, we're switching up and down, and there are lots of things. And every Wednesday, for those of you who are Spanish speakers that follow me, every Wednesday we have interviews with different expert in their area, different specialities, different people who have skills, different skills that can help you out. Learn from one another, learn from people that are actually doing things, and doing things that make the world a better place. So if you want to make the world a better place, this is a great area to start with. And watching this series will help you out getting inspiration. Watch the first season first, and then on July 23rd, which is in 2 weeks time, you can watch the second series, which is going to be, I think it's going to be fantastic. It's only 6 chapters. It's not the end of the world. Sorry for that, my friends. It's been a long weekend. We had a blast this weekend with all those games, with all those soccer matches between Argentina and Brazil. We enjoyed it thoroughly, and England against Italy. I enjoyed it a lot. I love football. I love football is life. Like one of the guys said, Ted Lasso, football is life, soccer is life, and I enjoy it so much because now I don't root for any team. I love the game, so I root for anyone who's winning or who would win. So Argentina, Brazil, I started out with my jersey from Brazil, and I ended up with a jersey from Argentina. And jersey was the same. I spent with my English jersey for most of the game because they started winning, and then on minute 67 they tied up the game, and they went to penalties. They went to overtime and penalties. In the end, Italy won, and it's the champion of the world once again. It's the champion of Europe once again. So congratulations for all of you Italians in the room, and congratulations to the British team to getting there to second place, which is nothing easy. And we see each other next week. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing this content and comment every single one of them. Please go ahead into my site and give me a like and comment. And we'll see each other next week. Thank you so much. We'll have an amazing and a blast this week. Have the best week ever. All right, boys. Thank you so much. Once you're listening, all of you out there who are on LinkedIn, go ahead and give me a few comments and send this to someone that needs inspiration, motivation, and that it's wondering something to share, something to do in this during this pandemic, and please don't forget we are in this ship together.